Hey everybody, Max Kevin here, just Little Kitty Podcast. It's not too long. Oh, well, got on the train today. There's a fat man rubbing up against me. You guys ever see Married with Children, Every day he comes home from the shoe store, he's like, well, fat woman came into the shoe store today. That's just like me on the train in the morning, I get on the train in the morning, super crowded. It's like, well, get on the train during rush hour. Fat Japanese guy rubbing up his butt against my thighs. Oh, it's great, You think we're in Japan here, you think, oh, all these people are skinny, Nope. I get on the train with the two fat guys in all of Japan. They're all squished up against me. Their fat butts are rubbing up against my thigh, and they're hot. I can feel their body heat. Oh, that's my morning. Every morning. You guys have a good morning? Do you have a good morning? Because every morning I get to feel fat Japanese fat butt heat rubbing up against me. I guess if I'm feeling theirs, they must be feeling mine though, huh? But I don't know. How's that work? I think with like thermodynamics, if their butt feels hot, then my butt has to feel cool, That's probably what they're trying to cool off their butts, They're like, I'm just gonna rub my butt against this foreign guy. His butt's not as hot as my butt. Anyway, oh god, it's rainy season right now in Japan. It's hot rainy season. It's not just rainy season; it's hot rainy season. That's how they like the rain over here, hot and rainy. So yeah, it's great every morning. It's like I wake. It's like 7 a.m. and it's like 90 degrees, and it's like about to rain. It's like 99%. So you're just sweating, Then you get on the train and they're all super crowded because they won't take the seats out, And these fat dudes anyway. That's how my week's been going. That's how my week's been going. Some people do the cold plunge, and they say like after you do the cold plunge, you feel much better because like you're it's like the flatter, like the reason why you feel better is because you're not doing it anymore, because your body's like, oh, it's over, oh, thank God, I don't do the cold plunge. I just do the stand between two hot, fat Japanese dudes' butts on the train for an hour plunge. Anyway, what else? What's going on? What's going on in America? You guys are you enjoying the riots? Everybody's rioting. Because there's too much, or there's not, I guess the people that are rioting, they love illegal immigration. I don't know I guess they just hate Trump, It's like, okay, yeah, we get it, you hate Trump. I mean, okay, all these protests, they did like the Women's March after Trump won the first time, and now they're doing the No Kings protest, and they do the whatever why don't you just do the We Hate Trump protest, okay? You don't need to sugarcoat it. You don't need to be like, we love our immigrant neighbors, but just say, we hate Trump, all right? Just call it the Trump sucks protest, all right? Don't call it the No Kings protest, These people in Japan, they're like, let's join the No Kings protest. Like, hey, I don't know if you know this, Japan has an emperor. I mean, literally, You know where they should have a No Kings protest? It's England, in front of Buckingham Palace. It should be like, no kings. We know you went to Epstein's Island. Anywho. Yeah, just call it the We Hate Trump protest, alright? It's like we get it, alright? But when the time was to get together was in November. How many of those people that are protesting out there didn't vote? I don't know. I don't even know. I'm sure a couple of them didn't. Yeah. If you listen to my podcast, back in the day, I can't remember which episode. One of these episodes, I talked about my friends at Chili's. All the cooks at Chili's, they're all illegal immigrants. Basically every cook at every restaurant's an illegal immigrant. And this guy's saying, he's like, he goes back to his family, visit his family in Mexico. And I'm like, well, how are you gonna get back in? It's like, I just got the drug cartels. They just sneaked me in for $5,000. It's like, oh, all right, well, have fun. Yeah, it's like these guys. This was 20 years ago, These guys were paying $5,000 for the drug cartels to sneak them in. It's like, all right, why don't we just Okay, because of inflation, that's like, I don't know, $10,000, $15,000. Okay, so how about any immigrant? You cut in line if you wanna. Just pay $15,000. You don't have to pay it to the drug cartels. You can just pay it to the U.S. government. You can, problem solved. You know, I don't really blame people coming to the country illegally. I mean, me as an immigrant, it's kind of annoying over here in Japan. They have three different work visas over here for teaching English. You know, if you want to teach English at a public school, you got to get this visa. If you want to teach English at a private school, you got to get that visa. If you want to teach English at a university, you got to get that visa. It's like, hey, why don't you just give me one visa? Why do I have to get three different visas for the same job? Anyway, yeah, I'm sure America is even worse. Well, I guess in America, once you just get the green card, I don't know exactly how it works, but I don't think they have different visas for different jobs. I'm not sure exactly, but I think there's only one visa. Yeah, you know what okay, a lot of people think in America too. It's like, you get married if you're a foreigner, you get married, you can just stay there, but actually, you're what you're supposed to do is you get married, and then your partner is supposed to go back to their home country and apply, and then the wait time for the application from the time you apply until they're allowed to come into the country is 1 to 2 years. Yeah, so even if you get married, the legal way is you're just supposed to be like, okay, well, glad we're married. I guess I'll just see you in 2 years. Have a fun 2 years. We'll just wait. We'll just wait 2 years for them to stamp some papers. I mean, seriously, why it takes 2 years to stamp a paper? Like, don't we got AI? It's 2024. We got ChatGPT. You're telling me, government, you can't stamp a paper and it takes you 2 years? Give me a break, man. That's why there's so much illegal immigration. Anywho, I don't want to get too political here. Okay, let's just say, why did America win World War II? Why did? Because all the other shit countries, all the smart people in all the shit countries, Okay, let's just take like Gaza and Ukraine right now. Imagine you're in Ukraine or Russia or Gaza right now, and you're like, oh, this country sucks. I want to get out of here, and I'm a doctor. I'll go to America, and that's kind of what happened, and that's why all the scientists were living in America. That's why Albert Einstein was in America, because he was like, Germany sucks. I'm out of here, And thank God that America let him in. Anywho, yeah, so that's what happens here, because there's a bunch of countries around the world, they all suck, and the smart people, the smart productive people, they want to get out of there because they suck, and they'll just go to whatever country will let them in. And America used to let people in. I don't know. I feel like there's so much open space, Have you guys been to South Dakota? There's nothing there. I mean, we can let a bunch of people, It's not like it's too crowded. You drive 5 hours out to Las Vegas, there's nothing. There's nothing in between Los Angeles and you got Palm Springs, and then you got 4 hours of nothing. Why don't we just let them live there, man? Anywho, what else is going on here? Oh, there was a cute little war. With Iran. Lasted 12 days. Okay, you know what I think happened? Okay, a lot of people saying that, like, Trump's been goosing the stock market there, He'll, like, with the tariffs and all that stuff. But I guess, they couldn't do that again, so they're probably like, okay, what can we do here? Oh, let's start a pretend war with Iran, and we'll goose the oil. Because if you look at the oil, like, it shot up $10 immediately, and then, like, the next day it dropped $10 because the war was over, apparently. I bet he told all his friends, like, all right, we're gonna bomb Iran, so buy some calls on oil, and then the next day, I'm gonna say we signed a ceasefire, so buy some puts on oil. Just first, God, they're starting wars now just to goose the stock market, kids. They're goosing the stock market with wars. Anyway. What else is going on here? I don't know, man. The news is depressing, huh? I can't even watch. I don't even want to watch the news anymore. You know? My buddy he's saying like, how come you don't really make podcasts anymore? It's like, I don't know. What am I going to talk about? My life is boring. I sit on the train with two fat Japanese dudes rubbing their butts on me. Everyone's complaining all the time. They're like, oh, let's protest Trump. Do. It's like, oh, God, can we just talk about sports or something? Yeah, you guys see Shohei Ohtani? Shohei Ohtani and the Padres. The San Diego Padres. Yeah, how come we can't have the Redskins, but we can have the Padres, you know? I mean, it's not really a derogatory word, but their mascot's just like a Mexican dude in a robe, you know? He loves Jesus, I guess, you know, but maybe that's probably why, you know, the Redskins, they were sinners. They didn't love Jesus, but the San Diego Padres, they have Jesus in their heart. Anyway, you know, they're playing baseball. They're playing ball. The Los Angeles Dodgers versus the San Diego Padres. They're playing ball. Oh, they get hit. Someone gets hit by a pitch. Uh-oh. You know what that means. It means you got it. The other team's going to retaliate and hit someone else by the pitch. And so then, you know, they did that and the bench is cleared, you know, and then like the next day they do it again. Shohei Ohtani's up and they hit him. They hit him with the baseball and then the Dodgers they're about to charge the field and Ohtani's like, Nope, don't do it, boss. It's all right. I'm Japanese. We're polite. Let's set a good example for the children. And then, like, during the little break, he goes and talks to the Padres dugout. He's like, hey, boys, all right, I'm from Japan. I'm making $700 million. You guys make the minimum salary. You're only making $250,000 a year. Well, this year I'm making $70 million. So let's just calm down, all right? My translator stole all my money. That's why I had to agree to this $700 million deal. Now I got a new translator. What else is going on here? Is there any Death Stranding 2 is coming out, dude? Death Stranding 2, dude. Oh, have you seen the graphics? Oh my God, look at the graphics. Look at the firework display thingy in the moon. Have you seen the moon in Death Stranding 2? You know what's weird is like Kojima games, Hideo Kojima games were never really known for their graphics, you know. But now like Death Stranding 2 has got like the best graphics, dude. But I think it's because he didn't steal, but he's decided to use the Decima engine from the Horizon team. Apparently, it's a hot engine. It's a hot gaming engine. Man, remember back in the day, like Grandpa's day, when they're talking about engines, like, oh man, look at this engine, you know, they're probably looking at a car, you know, but the kids nowadays, they're just like, man, look at this engine, it's a gaming engine, and Grandpa's like, what, how many horsepower does it have, and it's like, no, Grandpa, we're talking about graphics, and Grandpa's like, God damn you kids, get off your cell phones, alright, I grew up on a farm. Well, anyway, I guess that's it. Maybe I'll see you next month.